Some breaking news here into us tonight, where just a couple of hours ago, a jury convicted 4 members of the Oath Keepers on a very serious charge. This charge is seditious conspiracy. Very rare. That's what makes this so significant. This is all part of the same case involving the founder of this far-right militia-type group, Stewart Rhodes, found guilty of seditious conspiracy last year. The case was split into 2 trials because there were so many defendants. Of the nearly 1,000 people charged with crimes at the Capitol on the day of the insurrection on January 6th, only 14 of them faced this particular charge. If they used force or brutality to further a political plot, I'm kind of quoting the DOJ here, that was the standard. Julia Jester is joining us now. She's been covering this. And Julia, this jury started deliberating late last week. We know that I think the sentencing was something like 20 years in federal prison. Again, serious, not often brought. And here we have these convictions.
Yes, Hallie, I just ran over from the courthouse where we heard from the attorney of one of the defendants today. As you mentioned, there were 4: Edward Vallejo, David Marshall, Joseph Hackett. Joseph Hackett and Roberto Menuda. And the 4 of them were found guilty of this seditious conspiracy charge, really rare, could face up to 20 years in prison, as well as other charges like conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding and obstructing an official proceeding, and conspiracy to prevent a member of Congress from performing a duty of their office. In this case, the Electoral College certification. Now, those 4 men were found guilty, and they had different roles on the day of January 6th. So you had Edward Vallejo, who was in a hotel in Virginia with a stockpile of arms ready to go in case, things escalated in that way. And the other 3 kind of led others into that Capitol insurrection. And so we spoke with one of the attorneys of David Marshall, and he said that this trial really just shows that you have to take a grain of salt when leaders are saying things like, come to the Capitol, because at the end of the day, his client is the one that is being charged and convicted of these crimes. And so it speaks to this larger narrative of, I asked, do you feel like your client's a scapegoat to kind of other leaders that had actions on that day that led to violence? And he said, he's not sure if those leaders are legally culpable, but he does find them morally responsible. And so a lot of these lawyers of these clients are planning to appeal ahead of that sentencing, and they could be facing serious jail time for their actions in that seditious conspiracy charge, Hallie.
Julia Jester, thank you so much. I know you've been out there all day for a while covering this one. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.